It always blows my mind how TMZ always seems to be at the scene, or always has the most exclusive footages whenever a story breaks. They're always like the first one with the exclusive. It's just amazing. But thank you for joining us today. Today is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. On your way in, just make sure you hit the like, share the video, so that way more people can find this stuff. I know there's a lot of Ray J fans out there, and if you guys heard the news, he's supposed to be fighting for his life right now. Supposedly he's going through some heart issues, and he's also suffering from pneumonia. And what we talk about in this channel is this language of gematria and how it's always used whenever these celebrities end up in the headlines. And today is another example of that. So we're gonna watch a 1 minute and 9 second video that TMZ put out of Ray J at the hospital, supposedly, suffering this illness. And then we're gonna look at some things, because you see, the thing about this practice is it's a very repetitive code. A lot of celebrities who pass away, they die by the same numbers over and over again. And Ray J happens to be 44 years old, and that's a faithful number. And because in the language of gematria, the word kill equals 44, and a lot of celebrities end up dying at that age. Just recently, I put out a video showing how the battle rapper Poster Boy passed away at the age of 44 from cancer. And that's because the word cancer equals 44, like chemo, which is the treatment that people get when they have cancer. All those words have a gematria value of 44. So what you're looking at here, this is the gematria calculator. It's on. You go to gematrinator.com and you can access this calculator. All you have to do is place a word, and then down here it tells you its numerical value. So terms like cancer has 44 gematria, and all you're doing is just adding up the letters in cancer, right? C is 3, A is 1, N is 14, C is 3, E is 5, and R is 18. You add up all the values, equals 44. Like the word kill equals 44 as well. Like I said, chemo, which is the treatment that people get when they have cancer, it also has that 44 value. We've seen a lot of celebrities in the past history die at the age of 44. Now, Ray J doesn't have cancer, but he does have a disease or an illness that he suffers. Supposedly, he said TMZ says that 4 years ago he had a hospital scare that he thought he was gonna die because supposedly he had COVID, and it seems like he survived that incident. But here he is back in the hospital 4 years later, and the number 4 seems to be associated with death, as we have seen throughout history. A lot of celebrities have died in connection to the number 4 as well. Think about how the word kill equals 44, which is 2 fours. So let's just watch this 1 minute video, and then we'll look at some numbers. I don't know if he's gonna die. Hopefully he doesn't. But we are gonna take a look at his sister Brandy, how this story syncs up with her birthday. Because a lot of times when these celebrities pass away, they die in connection to family members, other people that they've been associated with in the industry. In this case, again, Brandy's his sister. This lady here, Princess Love, is his girlfriend, his current girlfriend. As you guys can see here, there's a photo of them kissing. So we're gonna be measuring from their birthdays, because a lot of times when these celebrities end up dying, it's synced up with the birthdays of the people that they associated with. So if you guys are familiar with Ray J, he also had a sex tape with Kim Kardashian that went viral a few years ago. Well, probably over 10 years ago now. But that was really what made Kim Kardashian famous. If you guys didn't know, it was that sex tape with Ray J. And of course, Kanye West, who ended up having kids with Kim Kardashian. We also gonna measure from his birthday, because Ray J and him had some beef. That's why he put out the song "I Hit It First." Speaking about Kim Kardashian, who he's supposed to be had sex first, and then Kanye took his leftovers, according to Ray J. And then we're gonna look at his music and his music catalog, Because if he is gonna die, he's gonna die in connection to all his songs and his music. And again, the only reason I think that he will is because of notice this headline. Well, not a headline, but this is an interview that he did with Cam Newton, former Carolina Panthers quarterback, who didn't jump on top of the ball and ended up fumbling to the Broncos and losing the Super Bowl, the rigged Super Bowl. He did an interview with Cam Newton on July 25th, which was 201 days before his sister's birthday, Brandy. And notice the title of this interview. It says Ray J Uncensored, and then in quotation they put, "This might be my last interview." Yeah. Well, guess what? If he ends up dying within the next few days, then that will be his last interview. And right now, that interview has about 1 million views. So if he does end up dying soon, I guarantee you that's gonna jump up to like 2-3 million. Because that's what happens when these celebrities die. Their music starts to rise. People start watching their interviews again. They become relevant for some reason after they die. Isn't that funny? You have to die to become relevant. All right, so let's just I'm gonna read a little bit into what happened after we watch the video, obviously, and then we'll do some of the gematria decoding. So let's watch this 1 minute video, and then we'll read into the TMZ story, and then we'll look at other articles too, because sometimes they give out clues as well. I know the name Ray J equals 18. Today's the day with 18 numerology, so that's definitely the reason why he's in the headlines today.
If they see something around my heart, do they gotta take it out?
Take your heart out?
We talking
Take
about like
the stuff
fluid
that they
or
see out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like if it was like a clot or anything. It break you some kind of blood.
yeah. If like your heart sits in a sac and there's a little bit of fluid around in the sac, but is that what you're speaking of?
Yeah.
Yeah, like extra fluid or
You see that.
the cardiologist is gonna look at it further. So it takes about 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most, okay?
And I just guarantee you that this stuff is all just fake. There's nothing probably even wrong with the guy.
That's his heart.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like I was saying, they didn't really show much, but like I was saying in the beginning of the video, isn't it funny how TMZ is always the first one with the exclusive video? I mean, somebody recorded him getting supposed to be checked out by a nurse and sent that video to TMZ, and it was the first outlet to put it out there. Amazing. All right, so let's see. Let's see what they're saying. So let's go to hip hop. Let's see where's the article at. See, I think we'll do it this way. Ray J. Okay, so here it is. This is the headline that I read a few minutes ago. So Ray J hospitalized with pneumonia 4 years after infection made him fear for his life. That was back in 2021, like I said, and at that time people thought he had COVID because that was around the time COVID was taking off, and pneumonia. He had a hard time breathing, which is what usually happens to people with COVID. Ray J was admitted to a Las Vegas hospital last night with a severe case of pneumonia and heart pains, TMZ has learned. A source close to the R&B singer tells TMZ. Ray J remains in the hospital where he has received x-rays and an echocardiogram. No word yet on the results. This follows a serious case of pneumonia Ray J had 4 years ago during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The 44-year-old One Wish If I had one wish, okay, just taking a look at the gematria of one wish, see what numbers stand out. Obviously, the 33 and 39 stands out because Masonry is 33 and 39. The 44-year-old, what is this? Okay. The 44-year-old One Wish singer was diagnosed with non-COVID pneumonia in 2021, and it was so bad, we were told Ray J thought he could die. The bout put him on oxygen and temporarily required him to use an inhaler, but he later recovered and soon after was breathing fine again. 3 weeks ago, Ray J announced from Tampa, Florida, that he was hitchhiking across the country. It's unclear if that's how he traveled to Vegas or if it had anything to do with his illness. Okay. Somebody wrote in the comments, what do I have a feeling that the Kardashians are behind this? Well, we'll see if this is synced up with the Kardashians. It probably is. Just want to take a look at some other articles because TMZ did a poor job of breaking it down, like what's really going on. Because they're calling this a serious, a serious case of pneumonia. I mean, the guy was talking real fine in that video. William Ray Norwood. Just take a look at his name real quick. Yeah, so we're gonna do a live decode because I haven't done the work on this yet. So we're gonna do it on the video, see if we notice anything, and see if he is gonna pass away soon. If he is, I'm telling you, it'll probably most likely it'll be fake. It'll be a hoax. Because just look at that guy in that video. That guy looks really good. Like he doesn't look like he's having a severe case of pneumonia. He's asking questions. He's worrying. Come on. He was having a discussion like nothing was wrong with him. I don't know. Some people might argue that just because you have pneumonia that doesn't mean you can't talk. You know how these people are. They'll always find a way to debunk the information that we're putting out there. So the Ellis previously reported on October 2021 that the One Wish hitmaker, 44, has been hospitalized in Miami with the same illness. Why would he? Why would that? Why would Cam Newton or whoever runs that YouTube channel? Why would they put that in the title? Like, this might be my last interview. Why, isn't that weird? This interview came out 5 months ago. He wasn't even sick. Why would that be his last interview? And now this story, right? All right, so let's take a look at his birthday is January 17th. So he's turning 45 soon. Okay, well that makes sense, because pneumonia equals 45. So pneumonia equals 45. His 45th birthday is coming up, so 10 days. All right. And his sister was born February 11th. Like I said, that interview came out 201 days after her birthday, before her birthday. Brandy. His sister's 46, turning 47 soon. Sacrifices 46. From 211. Let me just see something here. 211. Today's the 331st day of her age, a 67 prime number. Blood sacrifice is 67. $35 days before birthday. Now his birthday is the 17th. It was just 25 days before birthday. So their birthdays are 25 days apart. Now his other girlfriend is 41. 8/14. Today's the 7th. And speaking of kill, the word kill is 17 as well. Today is 1/7. He's 44 years old. Kill's also 44. Princess Love. Ray J is 54 and 18. And notice the date numerology today. 54 and 18. 1 plus 7 plus 20 plus 26 is 54. The life lesson number today is 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is 18. Right? Ray J, 54 forwards, 18 when you include the rules of numerology. Right? So there you go. That's why Ray J is in the news on January 7th, 2026. Because his name connects to the date numerology. Now, Kim, who he had a sex tape with, today happens to be 10/21, 41 weeks after her birthday. Actually, today I said that wrong. Today's actually 78 days after her birthday, or the 79th of her age. Murder 79. But I don't think he's gonna die before his 45th birthday. I think if he does die from this illness, it'll be when he's 45 years old, because pneumonia has him out at 45. I don't know, but the thing is, Ray J does equal 18. Tomorrow is 1/8, and pneumonia is 108 as well, which is, I got a date, January 8th is written. So they might come out and say he's dead tomorrow in his 45th year of life as well. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen, because I don't know, in that video he doesn't seem like he's dying though. But what they might do is, if he does end up getting like surgery or something, he might die from complications of the surgery or something, and then. But I'm telling you, I think this will probably happen after he's 45 years old, though. After he turns 45. Kanye West, June 8th. So many rituals with Kanye throughout the years. Today is 213 days after his birthday. Death is 213. He's also in Las Vegas, right? There goes that 86 and 130, that human sacrifice. Okay, when did One Wish come out? This is something that they mentioned in a TMZ headline. One Wish, it came out July 2005. Oh shit, it came out on his birthday. Okay, I see what they did. So it came out in 2006, 1981. Came out on his 25th birthday. One Wish, on his 25th birthday. Well, at least according to this. Also came out on the day with 44 numerology. One Wish. One Wish is the first single from Ray J's third album, Radiation. Radiation. Like what people get in X-rays. Radiation. Take a look at the cover of that album. It's a sick game these people play, man. The way they treat these celebrities like this. So this is the cover of the album. He has a cross in the back with wings on it. R&B. Isn't it funny how the R&B looks like numbers, right? It looks like 1, 2, 1, 3, like 12, 13. There's probably something to that as well. I think R&B. What was it about R&B? I think it's either R&B or rhythm and blues. Let me see something. Yeah, that's what it is. Rhythm and blues has the mantra of sacrifice as well. Yeah, I think that's what it was. All right, so One Wish is the first single of Ray J's third album, Radiation, released in July 2005. Why does it say? Oh no, you know what it was. It says here that it was charted on July 17th on his birthday. Okay, so he peaked at 11 on his birthday. It didn't come out on his birthday though. The song actually came out July 25th, 2005. Okay, so we got the wrong release date. January. So July 25th, the 206th day of the year. Seven 25:05. Okay, so what we're gonna do is measure from that date to now. Well, I'll say this. Nah, never mind. Let's keep reading. It became Ray J's first single to reach the top 20. The song was notably sampled by Burial for his song Archangel for his album Untrue. Rolling Stone listed it as the 71st best R&B song of the 21st century. Okay, so One Wish, Ray J's albums. I think the most important thing is to measure from his first album because that's gonna be massive. And if he if he doesn't end up dying, and we all feel happy for him. But those numbers that they put up in the headlines for at TMZ headline are pretty scary numbers, man. The 4 and 44, 4 years from his last time he had this scare. I mean, I don't know. He had 4 studio albums, 26 singles. So his first album, Everything You Want. That album came out 3/25, 1997. So his debut album came out 97 days after his birthday. I mean, 67 days after his birthday. On the 84th day of the year, Judgment Order 184. The day leaving 281 days in the year. And he put out All I Feel and then Redemption on December 30th, 2022. But I don't think that's an album because he says here he only have 4 albums. So his last album was April 8th, 2008, All I Feel. Okay. And then, yeah, we also want to measure from Cam Newton's birthday because Cam Newton was the person who interviewed him. His Panthers are in the playoffs. I'm going to look at the chat in a second, see if you guys picked up on anything. Because in that interview, he said this might be his last interview, so I don't think it's a stretch to think that he's going to die, you know? 53rd prime. How old is Cam right now? Cam is 36. Well, the name Cam Newton is. You see how Cam Newton is also 108 like pneumonia and 45 like pneumonia. Actually, Cam Newton is the same as pneumonia. Jesus Christ. So that's why he had that interview with Cam Newton, huh? Okay, so now we're picking up on the clues. Okay. So today is 241 days after Cam Newton's birthday, the 53rd prime. He turned 45 251 days after Cam Newton's birthday, the 54th prime number. And his birthday this year will be on the kill date for the month. Kill date is on the 17th for Ray J. Turned 45 on the kill date. Man, if they kill him on his birthday, that'll be something. Yeah, if you guys want to call in, numbers on the screen, 646-986-0958. It's always good to hear other people's thoughts on this. So that way, if there's any new people watching the stream, they don't just hear my opinion. They hear the opinions of the people from the community as well. So that way they can get an understanding of what's really going on in the celebrity world. These celebrities, when they end up in the news, it's very ritualistic. It's not by accident, you know. And a lot of times, you know, there are times where all this stuff is just a hoax, but they're still reporting it as being real. And a lot of people buy into these stories. They start, you know, crying for their favorite singer because they really love that song, One Wish, and now that singer is dead. Or they really enjoyed the Ray J sex tape with Kim Kardashian, and now they can't believe he died so young. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the chat, see what you guys think. Let's see. See, yeah, somebody says 2026 is starting off on the wrong foot. Yeah, yeah, a lot of news, and there's only 7 days in. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. They might take out Ray J before he turns 45, like how they did Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye died a day before his birthday. Marvin Gaye died. Notice he was born on April 2nd on 4/2, and look what day he died. He died on 4/1 on April Fool's Day, right before his 45th birthday. Supposedly his dad shot him or something like that. Of course, shooting is 44. Like I was saying, the number 44 has been, a big number throughout history. The Prince of Motown, dead at 44 on April Fool's Day. And now that I'm thinking, maybe they killed him on April Fool's Day because it was all probably a joke. He probably wasn't even dead. Same thing they did with Nipsey Hussle when he died. The day after they supposedly caught the killer on April Fool's Day, and his name was. It came from a comedian who was also named Nipsey Russell, and their deaths ended up being the same. So Nipsey Hussle's death was also a big joke. Marvin Gaye died on April 1st, 1984, shot by his father, Marvin Gaye Sr. Yeah, so he died in the shooting, because shooting is 44. Think about that, dying at 44 after getting shot by your pops. During a heated argument at their Los Angeles home just one day before his 45th birthday, a tragic end to the iconic soul singer's life. Probably killed by the police, and then probably blamed it on his pops. Don't forget about MLK dying on April 4th. And Malcolm X dying on the day with 44 numerology. And the guy who was supposed to be killed Malcolm X got 44 years in prison. Thomas Hagen, name equals 44. So that's why, I'm thinking that they might give Ray J the same 44 code. What is it, Tom Hagen? The Malcolm X killer. Did I misspell his name? Thomas Hagen, right? Oh, it's with two A's, not one A. It's like this. Name was 107 like shooting, 44 like shooting. 107 and 44 like shooting. This is the guy who's supposed to be shot Malcolm X. He's 84 years old right now. Hold on. If he killed Malcolm X in 65, wouldn't he be released already? Yeah, that's been over 60 years ago. Why is he still in prison? Oh no, it says he was paroled in 2010. Okay, so yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, this guy's still in prison? No, he was released in 2010. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because he only got 44 years. So he came out on March 19th, 19/3, like 193, the 44th round. Even got paroled by the numbers. Somebody says, is Ray J synced up with the Super Bowl? If he dies before the Super Bowl, yeah. Let's see, where is he from? Ray J. He's from Mississippi. He was born in Macomb, Mississippi, and raised in Carson, California. He is the younger brother of singer and actress Brandy. Funny, Whitney Houston died on Brandy's birthday. Remember that? Because that was the 40. It wasn't that the 42nd day of the year. So his sister's born on the 42nd day of the year. Brandy. That makes sense. Number stamped on black people throughout history. Brandy wasn't Brandy Kobe Bryant's girlfriend at one point. Yeah, Brandy. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Brandy was the cutest girl when I was younger. She was mad pretty to me. That's probably why Kobe liked it. 'Cause she was fire, man, back in the day. She was always pretty to me. I don't know. Pretty underrated singer though. Yeah, man, she was a cutie. Yeah, man, Kobe and her man were boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, wouldn't it be funny if her brother dies on around the time Kobe Bryant dies? Because Kobe's death anniversary is coming up, so that might be part of this joke too. If they do end up sacrificing Ray J, it'll probably be around the time that Kobe died. Because January 26th, Ray J will be 45 years old by then. So that's probably part of the joke if he ends up dying soon. Imagine Ray J dies on January 26th on the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's on the 6 year anniversary. That'll be something. If I had one wish. So death of Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston died of accidental drowning. Sure she did on the 42nd day of the year. As ruled by the coroner, Ray J was in San Diego when she died and arrived at the Beverly Hilton. When Houston died at the time, paramedics and police officers came to the scene. While waiting for more information, he began angered upon hearing one of the officers making disrespectful comment about Houston, prompting him to force entry into the suite prior to being restrained. Though he initially did not publicly address her death, Ray J broke his silence on February 17th, 2012, when he told U.S. Weekly that while the world had lost an icon, he had lost a close friend. Ray J's sister, Brandy, described him at the time of Houston's death as being very distraught and disconnected, as well as referring to it as a very hard time in his life. So I didn't know he had a connection with Whitney Houston. Here it is, that sex tape, '07 to 2011, when Kim Kardashian, yeah. That's what really made her famous, if you guys didn't know that. Kim Kardashian in 2003, that was his girlfriend. I hit it first. This was a diss song for Kanye West. So that's what I'm saying. If he ends up dying, he'll be synced up with all these people that we mentioned, from Kanye West to Kim Kardashian, because that's all part of his legacy, as you guys can see here. His music, Whitney Houston, his sex tape. That's all part of his legacy, his career. That's all it comes down to. When he dies, that's how you'll be remembered for all that. A sex tape, a diss record, and his connections to Whitney Houston and Brandy. That's about it. And today's his son's birthday. Look at that. So he has a son called Epic Ray, who was born on January 7th, 2020. So today is his son's 6th birthday, and now he's in the hospital fighting for his life on his son's birthday. Funny how the media doesn't mention that. I mean, you would think the media would mention that today is his son's birthday, right? Somebody says, do I have the 49ers winning it all? When did I ever say that the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl? Good try, buddy. Somebody says Princess is his ex-wife, not his girlfriend. Okay, let's see. Cause that's not what TMZ said. But let's see if they're actually right. So who is Ray J's girlfriend? Well, I don't know. It says here that he's still dating Princess Love. Either way, even if it's not his girlfriend, his death will be synced up with her. Guaranteed. Thanks a lot, everybody who joined us today. I appreciate it. Please hit the like, you guys, so that way more people can find these videos, or this video at least. Why would he have his ball cap next to him on his bed like that? It's so fake. Yeah, it is. That TMZ video is just so fake, right? And if you guys notice, he's not even connected to any machines. It's just like the guy's fighting for his life, but he's not. He's not hooked to any machinery and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, it's more of the same shit, man.
Yeah. Like if
They gotta take it out.
if they see something wrong with my heart, do they gotta take it out?
Take your heart out?
We talking
Take
about like
the stuff
fluid
that they
or?
see out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like if it was like a clot or anything. Like you see blood.
Yeah, they think your heart sits in a sac, and there's a little bit of fluid around in the sac. But is that what you're speaking of?
Yeah.
Yeah, like extra fluid or.
You see that?
The cardiologist is going to look at it further. So it takes about 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. Okay.
That's his heart.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we would have had like an Eagles hat in the bed or something. Like, give us some type of clue, because man, this stuff is so fucking pathetic, man. The way they fool people, man. And people are gonna believe it, you know. People are gonna be sad when he passes away. So, 44-year-old singer. Great. Let me see. Yeah, come on. I mean, why would Cam Newton put that in the title? This might be his last interview. I mean, what a weird title for a video. Yeah, pneumonia equals the same thing as Cam Newton. That's a good point. His name, Ray J. Ray reminds you of There's a bunch of Rays. It reminds me of Ray Lewis, but I don't know if they'll connect him to Ray Lewis. I mean, but there's a bunch of Rays in the NFL. Let me see. Guys named Ray in the NFL. Yeah, the most popular one is Ray Lewis. They got a guy named Ray Guy on the Raiders. Ray McLeod is a good one. Played for the 49ers. Yeah, Kobe took Brandy to the prom. Yep. He did. I think he denies that was his girlfriend. But come on, I don't know. Yeah, Ray Rice. Yeah, that's another good one. But I don't think these people are in the playoffs though. Ray Rice and none of the Rays are active. I think Ray. I think the 49ers player it is. Ray was it Ray McLeod? Is he? What he play? He plays for the what team he plays for now? I actually forgot. No, this is actually the wrong one. Does he play for the 49ers? Hold on, let me see. Ray NFL. Yeah, that's the only one. I don't know what team he plays for. Ray McLeod. Says he played college football for the Clemson Tigers. Was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the sixth round of 2018. Well, does he play for the Bills? Who does Ray play for? Okay, he's with the Giants. Yeah, He did play for the 49ers though, in 2022. Somebody saying the vaccine. Ray Rice. You guys are mentioning a bunch of Rays. Yeah, we spoke about Ray Rice. Yeah, Ray Rice. 38-year-old Ray Rice. He was just arrested. He was arrested on November 27, 2025. Today's 41 days after his arrest. Yeah, well, I guess we could leave it there. I mean, like I said, if he ends up dying, it'll probably come after his birthday on the 17th. And if that does happen, I mean, it won't shock me if they kill him around the time of Kobe's death anniversary. To be honest, or around Whitney Houston's death anniversary, which is his sister's birthday. Or he maybe survives this. Who knows? But pneumonia in 45, especially with that headline, with that title of that video, this might be my last interview, and how pneumonia is connected to Cam Newton. I don't know. There's a lot of fishy things that stand out to me, but wishing him the best. Obviously that he's still alive, so hopefully we don't have to make a murder by numbers video about him. Because 44 is a very young person. But this is the price you have to pay to be a celebrity, though. You have to get these crosses tattooed on your bodies and fake being ill in the hospital while a TMZ representative records you and it says that it's an exclusive video that somebody from your camp reached out to them and gave them, which is all bullshit. The person recording that video probably works for TMZ. But yeah, let's see if they give him the Marvin Gaye treatment. You know, kill him right before his 45th birthday. I doubt it because the thing is, Marvin Gaye's cause of death equals 44, which is shooting. This guy's cause of death might be pneumonia, so it'll be synced up with the 45. All right, but I'll leave it there, man. Enjoy your Wednesday, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Please hit the like, share. If you have any questions, any concerns, you can leave a comment, and we'll respond if it's a respectful comment, and we can further the discussion in the comment section. But for right now, wishing Ray J the best. Definitely don't wish death on anybody, but we know how this stuff goes, you know. And happy birthday to Epic Ray. All right, you guys. Peace. Thank you for watching.